So welcome everybody to our first Pilates class together as our little reset group. And I promised you a little bit of lymphatic drainage, a little bit of body brushing this morning. And I promised you some stretching because I know some of you have been suffering with a few aches and pains. So hopefully I'm going to alleviate that in a little way. And hopefully you're going to feel really lovely and tingly after this class. You'll let me know, I'm sure. All right, shall we give it a go? So we want to be standing on our mats to start. So let's start with our feet together. Just lift the toes, turn them out on the diagonal. And then we want to lift and realign our heels. So we've got our feet directly underneath our hip bones. Spread your toes, just let them breathe, everybody. And just really ground, really root into the mat for me. Just holding nice and strong, nice even distribution of weight. Tracking up through the body. Just lifting up the shoulders and rolling them back for me, pushing your fingers down towards the floor so you've got that really nice stretch across the top of the shoulders and you're feeling that lengthening in your spine, lifting up out the hips, drawing in through the tummy and squeezing the glutes. So we're going to start. This might feel a little bit weird, but just go with it. Hopefully no one's watching. I want you just to take your right hand and I want you just to start to tap your fingertips around your face for me. So just really gently, just tapping the face, just tapping the head, just nice and gently. We're going to start on the right-hand side of our body. So we're going to tap down to the neck. You can use both hands if you want to. Just tapping around the neck, along the top of the collarbone. Just starting to stimulate the nervous system, helping to lower anxiety and stress. Just relax into it, just go with it, and enjoy that lovely tingling. So just working up underneath the armpit, working into that lymphatic drainage system, just stimulating it, getting it going, and then you can take that down your arm, back up your arm, and just notice how it feels. Hopefully lovely and tingly. Hopefully you're feeling lovely and calm. We're going to work across to the other side. So just going across that collarbone to start, coming up into the neck. Under the armpit, into that lymphatic system. And then up and down the arms. Just focus on that breath, lovely deep breaths in and release. So we're going to start to travel down the center of the body, just tapping around your back, across your core. Just creating a lovely tingling sensation. And then we're going to go down our right leg. So just tap in all the way to the bottom, just get that spine moving as you come down, tapping across the top of the foot, on the underneath of the foot. Hopefully we're not too ticklish. And then bring it back up. Coming across, down the other side. So just tap in front and back of the leg. Just trying to get our little body systems moving. Enjoying that bit of stimulation across the top of the foot, underneath of the foot. And then back up. Coming all the way back up, around the back, up over the chest, just back down those arms. So hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit tingly in the skin, just feeling lovely and relaxed. Just want this to just lower any anxiety, any stress, just help you relax just a little bit. And then we're going to take it down, one hand down each leg, just into that little roll down. And I want you to put both hands on your right foot. And I want you to start stroking upwards. So quite firm movements. So this is our body brushing. So we're pulling up towards the heart. Always brush towards the heart. Just trying to get that lymphatic drainage system moving. Just trying to get the toxins moving. So coming up a little bit higher. You can put as much pressure as you want, just drawing up. It's quite good, I've got sweaty legs, so I've got a bit of lubrication going on. So pulling up, keep the core strong. Just drawing all the way up. Coming up, just working around the outside of the hip, brushing up towards that heart. You can come around the back, just drawing up through the back, and then up through the front if that feels good. And then taking it to the arms, coming up, stroking up that arm, nice and strong. Around the shoulders, bringing it down towards that heart. Get nice and deep into that shoulder joint. Maybe turn your head to the other side. So you're getting that nice stretching as well. Well done. Taking the other hand to the other side. Just tilt your head in that direction. Well done. Drawing up through that left arm. All the way up. So when we don't move, or if we're coming back from illness, our lymphatic drainage system can get quite stagnant. So this is really good just to get your body moving. That body brushing before we go in the shower. I've got one of those massage guns, they're so good. Pummeling out any soreness, any stiffness. I'm going to take this one down. I'm going to come up through that left leg. Nice and strong. Hopefully our legs aren't too bristly. Nice. So hopefully our body's starting to feel a bit more tingly, a bit stronger. Hopefully it feels quite nice. Like things are starting to move again. Just come round the bottom, round the hip. Bringing it round the back. It's just a bit tricky with my mic belt to show you. And then coming up through the core, up to the chest. And then just across the chest and down. Well done. You can start to shake through the hands, start to shake through the feet. And we're going to take that right hand, we're going to take it up, and then change. So hopefully we've got that lymphatic drainage system moving, stimulating that nervous system. We're just going to continue that level of movement just to get the body going. Breathing out as that arm goes back. Breathing in as you lower. Keep the knees soft, lifting up through the hips, through the waist. Take the right arm back on the diagonal. Feel free to let your hips turn. Waking up the back. Breathing out as you rotate back. Nice job. Let's do 4 more. What's made my nose run? I must have been pushing something out. Last one. Well done, guys. Take the right leg. We're just going to sweep it forward and back. Get that leg moving. Get that hip joint moving. Squeezing the bottom as the leg goes back. Squeezing up through the tummy as that leg swings forward. Holding on if you need to. Push down through the shoulders. And we're just going to get the opposite arm and leg moving in opposition. Exhale as your leg goes back. Inhale as it goes forward. Nice work. Take your time. So we're just going to change direction. Again, keeping the arm and leg in opposition. Just drawing them across your body. Really spread the toes on that supporting leg. Nice and strong, lifting up out the hips. Inhale as you come across the body. Exhale as you open. Just 4 more. Two more. Squeeze the glute to lift. Nice work. Guys, just circle the arm and leg. Supporting ankles probably getting a little bit warm. We just change direction. Last few. Well done. Pedaling through the ankles, just take a little release. And we're just going to do that on the other side. So taking the other leg forward and back. Inhale as you draw the leg forward. Exhale as you push it back. Taking that arm in opposition. Really spreading the toes on that supporting leg. As you push back, feel that hip flexor open. Squeeze your bottom. Pressing down through the shoulders. Nice and calm. Though imagine your heart rate's probably lifted a little bit. Nice, when you're ready, we change direction. So we come across, and then we go out. Inhale as you come across. Exhale as you go out. Try and keep the hips forward. Pressing the shoulders down, keeping that space between your ears and your shoulders. Nice job. We'll do 4 more. Well done. Last one, hold it out. We've got those little circles. 4 forward. And then 4 backwards when you're ready. Well done, everybody. Just release it out. Roll the shoulders as you pedal through the feet. So hopefully you feel like your body's moving, like everything's flowing. Just control that breath. Lovely deep breaths in. Breathing all the way back to the back of your ribs. Lungs are at the back of our body, so we want to breathe all the way back in. Nice and strong, and then let it go. Two more deep breaths. Well done. Guys, just shake it round. Grab yourself a drink. So I'm going to take us into some stretches now. We're going to start stretching out through the inside thigh. So we want to take our legs as wide as you feel comfortable to. Just be careful you don't slip. Turn your feet out wide if that feels okay. Hinging forward from the hips. I just want us to transfer our body weight side to side. Now as we do this, we're going to reach one arm forward and one arm back. Pressing down through the shoulders, squeezing through the core. If it's too much pressure on your back to stretch your arms forward, just keep your hands on your hips. Inhale as you pass through the center. Exhale as you push down through that inner thigh stretch. Really pushing the shoulders down your body. Diane, is that iPad falling over again? And then when you're ready, take one hand to the floor if you can, and the opposite arm up to the ceiling. So really getting some movement through the back now. Trying to push the inside thigh as far down to the floor as it will go. Get that stretch in. If you can't touch the floor, just press thigh to thigh. Breathing out as you touch the floor, as you rotate. Couple more. When you're ready, guys, we're going to stay center. Just going to let the fingertips come to the floor. Turn your feet so they're facing forward, and just lift up the back of your bottom, the underneath of your bottom. Push up through your hips, and hopefully you're enjoying a really nice stretch in your lower back, up the back of your legs. Just let your head relax and just take some really nice deep breaths. Nice and calm. We're going to walk both hands to the left ankle and just try and pull your chest towards that right thigh if you can. Just taking that focus into the back of the right leg. Walk the hands back across to the left side. And again, see if you can draw your chest towards that left thigh. increasing that stretch. Good work. Bring the hands back to the center. Guys, I want you just to bend your knees. Just let your bomb float down to the floor. And just rock your hips side to side for me. So pressing through your heels. If you want to, lift your hands, place them in prayer position. Keep that chest up. Good work. Hands on the floor. Guys, push up through the heels, coming up to standing. Just roll the shoulders out. Push the hips forward, release. And then just watch your knees. I just want you to turn to the right for me. So the back heel is lifted. The back hip is under. Stretching your arms up. Just dropping your knee down. If you want to take it all the way down to the floor, absolutely do. If not, you can hover here. And we're going to lean backwards. So we're going to enjoy a really nice stretch down the front of that thigh. We're going to pull the arms, retract them back behind the head. The weight is through that front heel, and your front ankle is in line with your knee. Good work. Just bringing the hands down, interlace the fingers behind your back, straight arm down to the floor. Round your shoulders back, lift your chest. Holding strong. Unclip the hands, take that knee all the way down to the floor, relax. And we're going to pull back that front leg, straighten that front leg, and just lift your bottom back and up. Trying to get that foot connected to the mat, so stretching across the top of the foot, stretching again down the back of the leg. Come up onto your fingertips, lift your chest, lift your bottom and push it back. Nice work, well done. We're just going to shift the body weight forward. We're going to tuck the back toe under and we're going to lift the back knee. And I want you to push down through that back hip for me. So you're feeling the stretch through that hip flexor, hopefully. Have a little wiggle if you like, see how that feels. Just enjoy that stretch. Just relaxing that knee to the floor. What I want you to do, guys, is I want you just to bend that front leg. So turn it into a 90-degree right angle. So you're just relaxing it across. That straight leg is still out the back. And I just want you to settle down onto your forearms for me. So that front leg is in a half crossed position in front of you. So we're going to feel the stretch through our bottom. So just try and get the chest down to the floor to increase that stretch. You can relax your head on the floor if that feels good. Just breathe into that stretch. Our bottoms are probably quite tight particularly after that Park Fit class on Tuesday. So just breathe out that tension. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Well done on that last breathing out, that last exhale. Push up through the heels of your palms and just walk your hands towards that leg, lifting your chest. So we're taking the stretch into that back hip. Push the shoulders down your body, nice and strong. Well done. Just dropping that front cheek to the floor and bringing that back leg around, taking it all the way over and then wrapping your right arm around and looking back over your left shoulder. So we're stretching through the other bum cheek. Lift that chest. Just look right back over that shoulder. Breathe. Pull that thigh a little bit closer to your chest to increase that stretch. Well done, guys. Unclip those feet. Just put the legs out in front. Just give them a little massage on the floor. So just a little pitter-patter. Just waking up the legs, get everything moving again. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back onto all fours. Now grab a drink if you need one on the way through. So from that all fours position, tuck the toes under, let's lift up into calf stretch. Push through the heels for me. Lift up through the knees, lift up through your tummy. Trying to get the heels into the mat, so we're taking that stretch into the calf. Now from here, you can either step your foot through, or you can come down to your knees and then step your foot through. So we're going to do the opposite to what we have just done. So that leg is coming through, and you find yourself coming up into a lunge position with the other leg behind you. I'm trusting that you've changed over. So we want to tuck that back hip under, and we want to lean slightly back into that stretch. Well done for getting up, that was tough. I should have told you, you could have stayed with that knee on the floor if you'd wanted. So we take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, pull them down your back, round your shoulders back, open your chest, maybe drop your chin to your chest, get a bit of a deeper stretch. Let it go, guys. Just dropping that back knee to the floor, relax the foot, and just push that bottom back and up. Trying to keep the foot flat to the floor, so we're stretching across the top. Lift the bottom, push back just 1 inch more, and come up onto your fingertips. Lift your chest. Feel that stretch down the back of the leg. We're going to bend the knee, we're going to float the hips forward, bring the hands forward. Tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee off the floor and push down through that back thigh. So you're stretching through that back hip. Again, keep pushing the shoulders down your back, draw your tummy in. Maybe have a little wiggle. Notice how it feels. Just releasing out that hip. Then going to place that knee on the floor. That front leg, as we did before, just bring the foot across and then just lower the knee. So we've got a 90-degree angle at the knee to the foot. Slide that straight leg back just a little bit more and just relax your forearms into the mat. So we're feeling the stretch on the outside of the bottom. Just breathe into it. Every time you breathe out, just see if you can get a little bit closer to the floor. Just pushing that chest down. Just breathe. Relaxing your head on the floor if you can get that low. We're going to take 4 lovely deep breaths to try and just release the tightness through our bottom. Nice and calm. Just trying to stretch out those tight muscle fibers that have got all cranky and all contracted. 2 more breaths. On that last exhale, push up through the heel of your palms and just walk your hands back towards your body, lifting your chest, pushing your shoulders back and down. So we're back on the stretch through that back hip. And then just let this bottom just relax onto the floor. Bring the straight leg round and take it across the bent leg, hugging it with your left arm and then looking back over your right shoulder. Lifting that foot off the floor to get nice and deep into that stretch. Round the shoulder, lift the chest. Enjoy the stretch through the bottom. Just breathe. Well done, guys. When you're ready, straightening those legs out. Let's just start to wake back up again. Coming down, just start brushing back up the leg. So reaching forward, nice and strong movements. Get those toxins, get the lactic acid back out the body. Brushing up, and the other side. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you pull up. Good work. Couple more. Nice job, guys. Just put the feet on the floor. Just work through the ankles, pitter-patter through the feet. And then we're going to come round onto all fours when you're ready. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck the toes under, and we're coming back up into calf stretch. So see if we can get those heels any closer to the mat, lifting up through the hips, pushing through the backs of your shoulders. Maybe just push the hips right to left, see how that feels. Pull up through the knees, draw in through the belly. And then when you're ready, soften the knees, walk the hands towards the feet. And just lift the fingertips just slightly off the floor. Relax, sink through your neck. Keep the knees soft. We're just going to rotate around the ankles just a little bit. Loosen out any tension through that lower back. And then when you're ready, centering up, take a lovely deep breath in. And as we exhale, we lift up through the hips, up through the belly. Bringing ourselves back up to standing. Head is the last thing to come up. Lifting our arms. Just taking one hand on the forearm of the other arm. Just taking that lovely side bend, pushing the hips in the other direction. Switching over, inhale, exhale, pulling through. So I hope you feel nice for that. That was meant to be quite a nice, gentle stretch. I know it probably felt a little bit weird, just brushing your skin, but just gets everything moving. You can do it with a proper brush before you go in the shower. It's just a really good way just to release those toxins. Massaging the skin just to release out any tight, cranky muscles. Just lengthening out those muscle fibers. And hopefully it feels nice and tingly, so it's going to relax you a little bit. We'll just do a couple more. Leaving those hands down by our sides. Just dropping your head over to your left shoulder. Pressing down through the shoulders to enjoy that stretch. And the other side. Just release any tension in the neck. Breathe into it. Coming back to center, drop the chin to the chest and just pull it in towards your body. The more you push your fingers to the floor, the deeper the stretch up the back of the neck. And then just lift your gaze, tipping your head back. And letting it go. Well done. Guys, we just need to lift our hands, placing them together. Give yourselves a really big round of applause. Well done. I really hope you feel good for that. Let me know, won't you? Enjoy your days, everyone.